I just want to say thank you to the freedom march for helping us to build our country. Jiggy jiggy and march, march. But we dance with it now. Come make we march, all Jamaicans. We are one big family. Time come for the little make we march. Well, on behalf of all, I just want to say thank you to the world for helping us to build our country. Jiggy jiggy and march, march. But we dance with it now. Come make we march, all Jamaicans. We are one big family. Time come for deliverance. So make we march in unity. Whether PFP, Labourites, or lost we are marching on to progress. Jam down the field, we everything Melissa broke down. We are gonna build back, we are gonna build back better than before. Every house we broke down, we are gonna build back, 'cause our God has blessings in store. Time come to rebuild together, 'cause Jamaica is our home. We are stepping up the time. We're gonna build stronger roof and
Labourites. And good morning to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Labourite alive. Good morning, my people. Good morning. No, I am really here this morning to tell me if I freeze, guys. Tell me if you not hear me. Tell me if you not see me. I am on regular data, so I would not be surprised if it is freezing. See, so tell me if I freeze up. Mama Chubby say you are freeze. So am I freezing to anybody else? Dennis say we are here. Now, this live this morning is to say, for the persons who have been telling me over the past 2 years that I am lying and all is well in Jamaica. I am now on the ground and I have had a first-hand view. I have shown my people a first-hand view of what is happening, and who know is operating without integrity, because I have chosen to build a platform that speaks the truth, to shame the devil. In this case, the devil is the PDP, and the conditions down here is absolutely desperate, and I want you guys to share the video that I posted last night as much as possible. Even people who know are not involved in politics, share that video to them. See, we want this video to go viral so persons can see how persons in Westmoreland, after many decades of voting for the People's National Criminal Organization, our people is living in bondage. They are living defeated. See, the minds of the people must change. Let me just roll out the morning shout out and let us carry on with the program, my people. See, good morning to my beautiful wife. Good morning, baby. Aubrey, big up yourself. Robert, big up my chubby. Big up yourself. Sherry Dale, Father Dennis, Warrell, big up yourself. Father Dark Knight, big up. Who else is here? Dahlia, big up yourself. Good morning. I have decided yesterday to go in the town and to present to you guys what um what the place really looks like. Now we are going into the third month tomorrow after a storm. The people of the Savlamar market, I watch video, but if you don't watch the video, you know that see that in the roof that can collapse at any point. You know. By the way, my people, I've driven into the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation car park yesterday. The market is in a dilapidated condition, and I was charged. The vehicle that was behind me was charged also for using that space, and the market is completely a wreck. So they're still charging persons to vend there, and they're still charging persons to park there. No, I am calling on my government, Desmond McKenzie, and I'm calling on the Prime Minister. And I will cut out this part of the clip to post it elsewhere. Please, I am begging you guys to move in with the troops. We need some auditors on here in Westmoreland. Something very bad is going on. Why is it that every municipal corporation gets the same amount of funding, but yet they can progress and build up their municipality, but this one can't with the same funding? Something is going on. Now we understand, say, these persons are elected officials. We cannot allow them to continue to gerrymander and abuse state resources. Our people are suffering in every sense of the word. If you even buy one little car, if you manage to save and buy one little car, it's going to mash up. The roads are deplorable. I was on Great George Street yesterday and I show you guys the drainage on the main road. That is the main street that runs through the town. The drains have not been cleaned for many, many moons. What we find out yesterday is that the part of the drains that are visible to the naked eye, they will clean as much. And then when it bends a corner or when it goes under something and you can't see it anymore, it is left. You guys would have seen a drain. I literally went on top of the drain. The drain have not been cleaned in long. That it is now hard. You can walk on top of it. There's one community, and I told you guys this before. The community that Julian Chang lives in. You guys would have heard me interviewing somebody off camera when I elder. And the elder said, friend, just after the election, before the storm, they are yet to see the member of parliament in that community doing fast. But he walked through there when he was seeking votes. Good morning, Danro. Paulette, good morning. It is a shocking and a crying disgrace. By the way, my people, I have decided to run the phone line this morning, so anybody who wants to call in can call in. You know, the phone lines are open this morning. See, the conditions. Press the remote. Hold on. Let me go for your remote and turn it back. The conditions that persons are living down here in Westmoreland is absolutely shocking, my people. There are places who have not seen parish council, they have not seen the mayor. I was shocked to know that there are actually communities that don't know that Savlamar has a mayor. You see, I tell you, a long time says an education problem, you know. I tell you a long time says that education problem is because people don't know. So we need couple more like this down here in Westmoreland. You know, I went to the market yesterday and several persons spoke out, as you guys heard in the fish market. The vast majority of persons, don't tell me if you not hear me by the way, because I don't see no movement in the comment section. Tell me if you not hear me and tell me if you not see me. Persons are scared to speak out. I don't know why. You know, I get it that I don't have to live here. I get it that persons might be protective of their livelihood. But if you continue to speak, if to sit down and not speak out, if you continue to sit down and not say anything, you will end up in a situation much worse than the one that you find yourself in. And by the way, that where I went yesterday was the border of Dandan division, going into Savlamar South. I've not shown you guys Savlamar North yet. See? I've not shown you guys Savlamar North yet. That is a crying shame, a crying disgrace that after 37 around one municipality, there is no structure, there is no order, there is nothing to put in place to facilitate growth of a community. No, our persons building homes, persons are building homes, they're building proper homes, concrete homes, but they're still lacking of water, road, electricity, internet, and just basic hygiene. The garbage is not being collected on time. See? No, I was told earlier that by the fish vendors that some of them don't pay the fees because partly the fish market is separate from the regular market. So some of them don't pay the fees, but others do. So I don't know what that means. See? So if you're a Labourite, you probably find so you have to go pay the fee. You know? Greetings in the Sylvan. Big up on yourself. I was going to come live last night, but I couldn't make it happen. So I decided to post the video. But more all on for watching. K Clark, good morning. Give that a piece. Meltina, good morning. Open the phenomenal one. Good morning. So yesterday, that's really spicy. I was going through the community. I saw a small contingent of persons working, including some members of my family. They were given work by DUJON'S to clean up one lane. Cut the lane and to sweep around. And just before that, there's a long pile of garbage that needs a front loader and a truck. See? Just after that, heading towards the fire station on Ricketts Avenue, the road is in a very terrible condition. The bottom of the car is hauling on the road. And hear me, I tell you, we don't have no road in our Westmoreland, none at all. The roads in Savlamar is non-existent. The best community with roads in Savlamar is the ones that George Wright did. You hear me? I tell you, the ones that George Wright did are the best communities in Savlamar with roads. Apart from Rona, Russia, where, you know, a PNP one-time caretaker live and he makes certain when live did sort out. Apart from that. But 95% of Savlamar do not have any roads. 95. 95% of Savlamar do not have any roads and they don't have proper drainage. And the deputy mayor, who is the councillor elect for Savlamar North, they call him the 7-star general because that is how long he have been there. Unopposed, untouched. It is a crying shame and disgrace. The crying disgrace that the people in Westmoreland can be so repugnant, see, and so disgusting. They are wicked, and they are wicked to themselves, and they are wicked to their children. The PNP in Westmoreland that continue to vote PNP, to continue to suffer the rest of the Labourites who live in the area, because we suffer the Labourites, because we want better, we want good. That is why we are Labourites. That is why we are working to get rid of the PNP municipality. Good morning, Valerie. And big up Anthony Smester and doing good work for you. So big up every time. Yourself, see, it is a national disgrace and a disaster that people, PNP persons, can sit down here, continue to vote for disgrace, continue to vote for bad roads, continue to vote for no water. Yeah? The PNP that they're voting for didn't even want them to get back electricity, did not want electricity to restore. If you guys listen to the interview, the part of the interview and the video where I was interviewing the man, the elder, off camera, you would hear him say, I first remember say, the place recover so fast. You'll also hear him say DUJON'S and bridging, but it is because we are under proper man. So I'm appealing to Desmond McKenzie. I know you said that you come and sort out the market, and because of that, it is left and nothing is being done. So I'm asking Desmond McKenzie to call me at the land and tell him to get up and go get some truck, go in the market and clean up the market until the government can get to read the market. Strong breeze blow. And I encountered a elderly lady yesterday and I said, look, the place is unsafe. How are you guys still operating in here? She tell me, say, me no feel worry about that. Everything good. God now make that happen. We're in her orange hat. I was going to deep up on it, but me just say, no, she an elderly woman and she couldn't be my granny. So me just. But it is a crying disgrace that persons can behave and to continue to behave in a manner. You continue to vote for one thing and you continue to vote and nothing and change. That is insanity. Me see all people when me grow with, when me grew up with, are going like me not stop telling you. So all of who are bex, who can bex till no bus. That's all who can do a bex. Because who can see me and chat. Me running of nice, my people. 1% I wrote in Savlamar is that 97% from my estimation is not paved, my people. Emergency vehicles are struggling to maneuver the roads here in Savlamar. Prime Minister, may I beg you, my Prime Minister, to come in to move in our space forcefully. Forget about who we vote for. Forget about this democracy for now. Move into the space where I ask you forcefully. And come and rescue Labourites that are here. Labourites are suffering down here. If you not do it for everybody, do it for the Labourites. You know, persons, I was told yesterday that persons are scared because when they speak out, they are attacked by the PNP run municipality. They are sent letters of eviction for the lands because most persons on the lands are paying lease. You know, they're paying lease to persons affiliated to the PNP. And because they're paying lease to persons affiliated to the PNP, a lot of times they find themselves in hot water. If they speak out, they get a letter to get evicted. I was told of a tactic where the municipal corporation will send letter, then they will get the inspector of police and get a team on the ground to ask you to move. And oftentimes you are arrested. And if you are not arrested, you'll find your home either firebomb or your house will get shoot up. And the source that I got it from, it is legit. See? So I'm not talking about in I past, I'm not talking about now. So that is something that was happening. Now that the security force is better capable, I figure more than less that, we'll see less and less of this. But, let me tell you something, my people. And I've said this on many occasions. If we continue to be opposition, we think we have, is what we will have for the foreseeable future. We don't want any change. We don't think of a better Westmoreland. We don't think of a better Savlamar. We're just okay with the one that we have now. If that is how you think, if that is your thought process, then we are in big, 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 big trouble. Our children is in big, big trouble. Because the children are being brainwashed as well. And when I go through the community, because we never want to film certain people yesterday, but when I go through the community, you see people sit down in an orange armband, see me, and what they do? Then sit down and beg and wait for somebody to pass. There are homes that will pass yesterday because I road we are dealing with those showing flags, PNP flags. So again, people. Yeah. So again, people. We have internet issues. As per usual. We're having internet issues. Aslinga, big up yourself. Let me tell you something, my people. Removal, the forceful removal of DUJON'S and to reinstate back George Wright because he's the one who is doing or was doing the work. The people is not seeing DUJON'S, I am calling on Desmond Mackenzie to come into the space. The municipal corporation is in trouble. It is not operating as a municipal corporation, and we all see it and know it, including Desmond Mackenzie. They're calling on Desmond Mackenzie to do his job. The people don't know how long I'm going to take for me. on certain things what happening in the Labour Party. I don't know how long it going to take me before I start to out on something because something's not right. Then Mackenzie need to come in that space and move in that space and make people that know what happening on. Let me tell you, not even a cleanup operation took place at the same moment. When I see the sidewalk I'm showing, the sidewalk is being eroded and nobody no go fix it. Some of the drainage iron them that is on the road so you can transition from one road into the other. Some of them are absolutely destroyed. I am sure you and that person are telling Mackenzie what is happening. And this is why me a bank me a bank pa uno. We share the video that we post last night. We need to send the video viral. It's long, but we need to send it viral. We need to share it all over Jamaica so people can see what these people are doing down here to the people in Westmoreland. Nothing, absolutely not. People have to be taking action into their own hand, left, right, and center. It is a crying shame, my people. Absolute disaster. I am so hurt. I struggle right now if you know bust out a ball in front town. That is how hurt I am about my town and my township. None of the drains are clean. None. Money was granted, you know. Money was granted to these people. You remember before $1 million was granted, you remember? The drains was clean part. We never clean in an entirety. So this time they come really people would have flood anyway because they clean the drain. No drain ain't no clean in Savlamar. Then clean where I can see and left the rest. So where money and why this happen? Why they can't just clean the drain? Why they can't just fix up the place? Why? What the reason why? Why they allow the people to suffer like this? I have shown video evidence now of what is taking place. I came here with my own money. I came here to show you guys, especially, the conditions that people have to be living here. And I will go back and I'll do a video where I get consent to show some people's yard and their homes and try to hear their side of the story. Why they can't just clean the whole drain? Why reason? If you can get a backhoe in there, you can get an excavator in there, send in 10 man in there. People down here where we do it work. I am down here, and if anybody want to help us, if anybody want to help us with a excavator or a backhoe, help us to get some machete and some things, I will go in at the drain myself with some people. We just cook some food. I will go in the drain and clean out some of the drain because the place are going to flood out. People are going to lose their things. I will go in there myself and try to help to alleviate some of my pressure off of my people them. At the risk of crocodiles, because crocodiles in some of them. It is not right, my people. I call for my government. I call for them to come in a space and show evidence that I go get it show no. Please, who people suffer down here. And it is an emergency. This is very much a Labourite problem as well. But when you look at it, we can't say the Labourite they never come vote because George Wright no lose by that much. Yes, a certain percentage of them did not come out. DJ, certain percentage of them did not come out, but George Wright never lose by much. So the Labourites did try. Just that it is a PNP stronghold. So the PNP them rake up their hands and them more because they workless and careless. And them grandmama and them grandpapa careless, the whole of them workless like a dog. And I care zero. All of who no see a vote PNP a come down the line and ambition. Workless. It is insanity. Insanity for you to get up and I vote the same way forever. And you know see don't change, you don't get no new road. You don't get no new drain. There's a drain that will pass if you don't watch the beginning of the video, you don't see one drain where somebody just brush off the top. After the big drain, we're supposed to take off the pressure after the community. Then just brush off the top. It is a crying and a natural disaster. Because the PNP by this is a natural disaster, my people. May I tell you no? It is just something that occurs. And we need to combat against natural disasters, my people. Guys, the phone lines are open. If anybody have anything to say, the phone lines are open this morning for the first time in about 2 weeks. You know, we are trying to take some call this morning. I am running the phone line off a different service, different signal, so it would not affect this one, hopefully. Yeah. If anybody wants to call this morning and you know, they are too afraid to speak up because they know that there will be, you know, there will be consequences coming from the PNP run municipality. You know, but one should speak up for one's right. That is why Sam Sharp died. That is why, you know, a lot of these leaders of yesteryear died so we could have a free Jamaica and a Jamaica that we are free to speak. We will never yet hear somebody speak against the Prime Minister and I hear say then get victimized. Never. See? Because we have a functioning democracy here. It is a PNP that is a cult. It is a PNP, you know, that is a communist party and a socialist party that is their MO to victimize you should you speak up for your right because you should not have any rights. We cannot continue like this, Jamaica. We must not allow the PNP to continue to run this place into the ground. Father, you in?
Yes, all wrong, brother.
Morning, my boss.
Greetings, brother. Greetings, brother. Well, I see I do the video and walk through the community and I show how the community stay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, you hear me, brother? Yeah, me, yeah.
I think your signal, but
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I do the video with community with the drain and something there.
yeah.
And tell me, after Miller, them not say the urgency to go in to save the people and to clean the drain and the drain, then the poor condition there.
the people have enslaved
But
themselves,
when they look back,
basically.
yeah, and the people, yeah, this, the people, them, and they come.
Yeah, break up you. Yeah, hear me now? You in? I know my signal, my people. And I don't feel my signal this time. Let me try and call them back. You tell me if you don't hear me. Because if you don't hear me, I know my signal. See?
So, brother,
Yeah, my boss.
the connection kind of bad.
Alright.
Yeah, so what may I say, why the people sit down in such a state for so many years?
Because
Why?
the same problem, the land problem. A lot of persons don't own the land and they're leasing the land from persons affiliated to the PNP. Whether officially or not officially, but they are leasing lands from those persons. And because of such, should you speak up, you'll find that you have to move, or if you don't move, your house shoot up, if your house not shoot up, you burn down. That is what was taking place here.
Oh, the same old politics things from work.
You remember in the election, a man did a speak up against Dayton Cameron. Remember what happened to him? Remember?
All right. See, I tell me, say, at the old time politics, I come back then, and people must.
He never gone away. You never gone away. Still.
When a politician make a little settlement, he might make a little stronghold for himself and the party. So it did it. That's how you get these ghetto areas,
I went to view a part of one that many years ago.
Listen, when the people in Westmoreland don't understand, they're going to suffer a long-term suffering, because listen, they not think.
When somebody get used to something, what happen now, we get they call it, naturalized. We are used to it. So
comfortable now.
Yeah, comfortable now. So it got take somebody like me now to come and say, listen, this is not the norm. And what happened to people like me? We get victimized.
But look, no, but when them done, them same people that turn on and blame government,
Well, because them think a government supposed to fix the issue, then they know say it's a local problem. Which is still government, but it is local government who is run by the PNP.
But look on it this way now. We are come to a new year, and so people have it in the back of them head say, if a storm to come down or a hurricane to come down the road, flooding is a month again.
Well, at least me can tell you, say me show no first hand. Say they not do these things. I have walked it and shown no first hand. So they not clean. A lot of people say me a liar. And come by us and then cuss me, tell me if suck on my mother. And say me a liar because why? Me a fight for my community and beg people. That is all I'm doing. There's plenty of people. I was on the road yesterday, people are passing a vehicle and them are not their head and them are shout me out. But persons are, if you hear me talk to him and them in the market, me I tell them say, yo, no can't sit down silent, You have to speak up. That's how now get changed.
But because the member of parliament vote list, man, and for the councillor, them vote list. And them nasty.
Well, what happened now is that the PNP councillor for this era fell out with the party, so them a strong arm, they replace her as chairman with somebody else, and that is where her funding goes to the chairman. So she's operating now as, probably an independent, me don't know, but they replaced her with a chairman, and the funding that she should get goes to the chairman now. This is how disastrous the PNP is, and how disrespectful to the laws and the rules and even their own constitution. And the whole entire party is in on it. Anything to gain political traction, including suffering the people and keeping them poor. Nothing is spared
when
it come on to the PNP.
But I hope these people understand because that land where them people are upon is good land, but it's just that it don't prepare for them.
Mm-hmm.
Them just get it without title, them get it without this, and them a blame government now.
So this is why you see some places is loyal, because a member of parliamentary council will come in and say, see land there. Go and build the house. Go and build the house. But that's one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
See? But are the people them are going there, them are going to dump you, and because the informal proper roads are not there, you find some one part of the road bumpy, one part good, because true you might have a little bit more money part will lead to your yard. You make certain your mall good and nice. And then don't have some big stone there. When you, if you have a 4x4 vehicle in Westmoreland right now, dog, you
Me see it. I think Jamaicans should get over them ideology now where politicians use them for years. People dead because of these things, and look where we are today. And the same people them are suffering now. Them are suffering. None of them have no work, and them have none of them are suffering.
When you ask them, they
none
tell
of them
us
care
Andrew
about.
Holness make them suffer, you know. When the conditions was like this from then time until now. But when you ask them and tell us Andrew Holness why them suffer, then I tell us you know, say how long, how much years may I suffer, I'm still a suffer now. Them I tell her directly, say because Andrew Holness make them suffer. That them tell her.
Oh, that would be a lie. Everybody know that. They must suffer them own doings. And them poverty for themselves. You know.
Tell your stepmom if you
And them cause poverty because of what them do. Them action, that's why them get that. The people them not unite, them just set in to pull them out of this one day at that. You know.
Well,
and it'll get worse on them. It'll get worse, and it'll get worse if them not change.
After 60 years, and PNP not do it. I doubt them are gonna do it. Big up in a hand terrific. See? Guys,
may I tell you, this look terrible though. When me see a video in place, I say, me hear you always attack, but me never know it's that bad.
Well, when you hear me attack, I want to see it now, say actually worse than when me did attack, say. Oh, and I plenty place.
When it did attack, me understand, say, yeah, it plays bad, but when you video the place and I show, I never know it was that bad.
It actually worse than way me attack, say. See, and all of the good part, them all I look good part, them you see, Judge Right fix them. See, all I look part, them you see we're good, a Judge Right go to look right. Me I tell you, and then get rid of Judge Right because they careless and work.
And then get rid of the man who can get the work done and still get little of the work done, and them.
You know what they tell me say market. You know they tell me say in market. I don't look for the condition in market. They tell me say yo, the market was actually worse. A Judge Right come down here and come with one truck and take up look right something thing them. You know here and look on the state when we find the market and I see me. 2 months after a hurricane, we are going to a 3rd month tomorrow. And the me and people responsible for the market. And a Judge Right responsible.
But listen, a market is a place supposed to be so clean. Where it make you feel good when you go in there, you know, you can smell the produce, them not garbage and sewage. All the people strong for all these things. Me no know. Then with the money there, where money there where them get?
Apparently they not get no money. You know your elder say, they say central government not help them, but they know it truth. Big up in a Patrick, Melody, good morning, Ivan, good morning.
Yeah.
But
if them know the truth, why don't them not go out and protest for the member of parliament fix the place? Them no want to protest.
Why? The people then discouraged, then disheartened because of the people that continue to vote PNP. You know, people then feel like there's no other turn because no care how they try to show them the light. These people are so wrapped up in ideology. So wrapped up the asshole of the PNP.
But
heads first.
You know what me like? You know me glad that the people them say who them vote for not working for them. And then we sit down the same way you said not them head, but and them live in denial.
Yeah, man, them are living.
And then we did that for the next, and then we did that for the next 60 years, same way, generations, and it gets worse.
They know exactly say PNP no look out for them, but because my granny and my grandpa did a PNP, me have to loyal to that. You know, nobody no look for Keith Duncan. Which you think Finn father would have be okay today if you know say him is a Labour.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
But in making choice and him see the growth is.
Because him see the growth and development of the country, so he make a choice based on not because of loyalty to father. Father dead and gone, father can't help him. And because he chose a political party indifferent to father's ideology and belief. Because Keith Duncan father, should he have taken the reins of Jamaica, Jamaica would have been worse.
True.
See?
True.
But his child decides that, you know, he wants Jamaica in the best position ever. Big up in America. Sudani, good morning.
But me tell you, Jamaica, you see, people keep cussing the Prime Minister and blaming for things where they don't know about because the narrative them people run with and say him do this, him thief, this and him do that and him do that. And people don't have no proof. It's just the negative people in Jamaica want so. You understand? Yeah. Me see a guy who know some watching years say if Prime Minister dog shit. So me say, oh, you dog shit. And call your mother dog shit. What you would have do? How you would have feel? Right? And you know what you don't have a proof that the man thief not and him do this. Then disrespectful.
Hey, they have no reason other than hatred for Andrew Holness. That is why they go vote for Mark Gooding. Because of hatred to Andrew Holness. Why? Because Andrew Holness look and sound just like them. And they are brainwashed to believe that because you come from the ghetto and you come from poorness, you cannot gain wealth and you should not be rich. That is why they hate Andrew Holness, because they resent themselves. Them are dirty drunk. And your friends smell like hot shit. That him smell.
You see those people in Westmoreland in that area where you show, them people, if them live like that, the only future them are gonna have is a dark future.
Them not care.
It's a dark future them are gonna have.
Them alright with it. Them know if you maneuver it because the problem is when a new person come in or a foreigner come in, them know which part of the road for drive for not creep, you know. You're not gonna know. See?
You know.
It is disgusting how these people are treating the
you know the thing about it. The Jamaican people say the suffering what Jamaica go through. Only tough and no good come in the country. I used to have a set of people who are way down. And I'm a benefit to them. You see him when I go benefit from it.
You know, then the man that owes respect. And
you see the video. See
the power that be.
I'm just look all right. No, so good. And see the problem and him know what the problem is. So how come the rest of people don't see the problem and I work with it and the member of parliament and the council let them not see the problem?
They see the problem, but if you give the people an independent mind, if you give the people an independent mind, you know, they are no independent, so they will choose what is best for them and not what you want them to choose. That is the reason. So like I said, big up Father Spider for tour with me yesterday. He have been victimized by the PNP. You know, oftentimes you find police in a yard sent there by Devon Thomas, you know, to antagonize him and to chastise him because he's speaking up against their tyranny down here in Savlamar. Luckily, I am not living on the island now, so it look a bit harder for them to do me that. But I am sure if I was here and speaking out, that would have reached me as well. See? So
them terrorize him now.
Yeah. Every time. Yeah, man.
But I mean, I tell you, and everybody have the same dream and the vision for Jamaica. So sometimes you have to just leave people prefer in a mud.
Bye.
And if we have every rain anytime, then people are going to flood out right again.
Of
And what
course.
have nowhere to run.
Of course, don't go through. And guess what? I've learned yesterday, although the drainage system is not paved properly and under the undercarriage, it is designed to join up on the bigger ones on both sides that leads back to the
And the
sea.
main train,
Yeah,
yeah.
that leads back to the sea. So all they need to do is clean all of them and the town won't flood if they clean them. See?
But they're not maintaining it. They're
They're
not
not
maintaining
maintaining it.
it.
They're not maintaining it. We need probably
But
one
but but
20,
but 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 but,
30
but, but
million.
is that a thing of maintaining those during when Messi will stand up on? It not they're not that years of build up. You know.
Mm-hmm. I literally went and stand
That
on the drainage. It is hard. You can turn up on it hard.
lots of debris and everything runs and it build up tree. Look on the a bush inside. No,
Change. Me I try if I make them understand so we deserve better. You know?
I tell the people them go to
When I stop on one drain and I look down and I look next side. And I say, that's how they stop. And then when we arrive on the sandwich, all dead dog
yeah,
people
I
in
see
can
it.
come control it that stink. And nobody no come take up nothing. People in carry all dead dog control them. They right now out the think of dead dog. And the municipal
I tell me,
corporation have a job to do.
and so the air quality change.
Of course, if you get $10 million for do, you're not getting 2 truck. And you say, all right, you're there on one side today, you're there on the next side today. And or even same day, one truck there on one side of Great George Street and the other one there on the other side with 2 front loader. And when the truck full, we carry go drop you at one place for holy and go take up the rest. Carry go drop it for holy until the NSWMA can come move it. You know, that is a simple maths. I don't see nothing
No,
hard.
they're not do it.
We have a old parish council building that is completely destroyed and dilapidated with a massive land space there. Then can carry go dump this until then can able to clean up it properly, but just clean up a place. It's plain as simple as that.
Boy, well, I mean, that'll be a tough task if people be so political and all them have to do the right thing and get the right thing done. Because who are represent them not getting it done. And them sit down there for years upon years.
If you don't listen to me, to the elder say them have to clean up the place. The elder say them have to burn some of the things
Yeah,
them
yeah,
which,
me hear them say them have to clean up the place.
you know, which, you know, there's a law against that now, burning of things, but they had to do it because no help. The member of parliament not coming in the community at all because that's who down the Julian Chan live. Him not coming in at all can aid the people them.
Well, brother, if you blame the people them, and if them are going to be that dieted and sit down with it, and them are going to suffer. And them are going to have the outbreak or any form of disease. And them are for them place are going to rebuild. And them not get all the uncomfortable things in life, and them all get it down there. And them living in poverty. Keep them down. When them are going to free themselves.
They have to free up their mind.
When them are going to free.
You know,
Yeah, if they don't do that.
I stop at one place yesterday and I start to cuss them. I start to cuss like, you know, and when they see me serious, everybody silent. I want somebody to say, you know, me vote for. But I'm because of that. I know say she vote Labourite sometime. See? So I say, me know you vote Labourite, me know you're Labourite, but the rest, all of them silent and not say nothing. Absolute disgrace.
But as I said, people know what the problem is. Is it that them afraid to talk, or they know what, or what? Them know what the
Some
problem
them
is,
afraid,
and them know who's the
listen to
problem.
this.
So what? So why them sit down in this thing?
If a whole community come out and say a place need to fix up, you think they can lift up the whole community and move it? It can't happen.
No.
If one somebody
No.
come out and talk, then yes, then can say, all right, you have to move. But if the whole community are talking a unison for them right, then can't tell them to move. Impossible.
That is neglect and suffering for people. And as we say, the people is to be blamed. And them are going to suffer more.
Andrew is them a blame. Because since Andrew is coming at power, Westmoreland bad, so that them are going to tell you.
It has showed the MP and the council as well.
It has been 2 months, and DUJON'S is yet to come in with some mall and a roller, roll the road properly, drop him all, roll the road properly, and put some barber green over it. All no, 2 months.
And let me tell you, you
was there for 2 months. That was already happening.
Them have to construct drain them properly and construct the road them properly. Clean up the place, the place look tight like a community. When you go to one show, they come into look so run down and mash up like you're going to in a city, down in a jungle or something.
I reckon that we need at least $2 billion to straighten this thing out. At the very least, one. You know? Because the drain, it affects the drain for everything. You have to fix the road properly. Street light, road sign, all of these things. Make it look community. Ah, boy. But if that not happen, if people live in a squalor. Ah, boy. Anyway, you in? They tell live in the... All right, my brother. Keep up your good work and everything and go enjoy yourself, my brother. Yeah, and big up to everybody on the line. I call it live at this juncture. See? I will try and come live this evening when more people are on. You know? And we will continue along this line. See speed, you know. So big up on yourself. All right, much love. See? Shower right. Good morning, Mama Winsome. Just here popping melody, big up yourself.